We are now live from the capital city of the internet, Cambridge, Massachusetts, where it is a cold, wintry day of kind of we have in New England and Nova Scotia, where Gary Smith is from. The students are pretty much gone, so it is the best time for Cambridge. It's actually quiet, and you can get a parking plan to kill anyone to get it. I'm going to dedicate today's program, and I want to remind everyone this is a production of Worldprofit at www.worldprofit.com. This is the longest running live program on the internet. Today's program I'm dedicating to Carrie Nelson, Renee Eggendorf, Desiree Gordon, and Teddy Ribson. And folks, if you hear your name, you're about to be pushed off the cliff into the ocean and be churned by the waves, because there are not enough scholarships for all the people that are in here now. We have 160 people now, 178 people now in here. And I can assure you that the number of scholarships that we have is a tiny fraction. Do you want to say anything about the scholarships or anything else before we get going?
No, it's just that if you are interested in making money on the internet, there's no better opportunity than to take advantage of these scholarship offers, because it's just a tremendous opportunity to get started for minimal cost.
Let me portray, because we are in Harvard territory where it seems rampant, what somebody said to me about our scholarship program a couple or 3 months ago. He said, why are you doing that? That was his response. No need to do that. He said, no, we don't need it. We want to do it. He said, well, you know what? You should have kept the money in your pocket and put another picture on your wall. And that was essentially the one of the more cynical Christmas comments I've had this year. We created the scholarships because of a program that started in India of microgrants, microfinancing, where a gentleman in India created a program where he would give very, very small, what we would regard as small amounts of money, which they did not regard as so small. $10, $25, $100 was like the biggest thing they funded. With the understanding that these were not gifts, they were loans, and 100% must be repaid upon pain of death. This changed the world by showing the players at Chase Manhattan Bank and elsewhere that just because the people were broke, they didn't understand business. While they might need some technical assistance, they were perfectly prepared to take a loan, perfectly prepared to pay it back at regular intervals, and perfectly to be harassed when they didn't, when they fell behind, as some inevitably were going to do. So what I want to say, and Oscar, and Desiree, and Teddy, Mohammed, and all of you folks, 164 of you looking in the window, is if you don't take the scholarship, you can expect the results are going to be unsatisfactory to you. You won't have any helpers. We didn't have to do this, but we wanted to do this. We wanted to show people that in our own way, we could do a microfinancing campaign, which is what we've done. And people all over the world are the beneficiaries. Do you want to say anything about the scholarships today? And I have received some of the nicest messages from people, notes that they sent me by email, essentially of the you didn't have to do this variety. No, we didn't. We wanted to. We didn't have to. Gary?
No, it's called, I guess it's called giving back, eh? Because there is people that need that extra little helping hand, I guess, to get started. Otherwise, they're just going to, travel around the internet and spend a tremendous amount of money on things that are not really going to help them. So,
I want to make sure that the right people are listening to us. And we have a very clear idea of who the right people are. If you are a person that's procrastinated starting an internet business, please go home and procrastinate on your own couch. We are here to enter into beneficial relationships with people who need the help, need it now, and will repay a loyalty, and they to a team which they are a part. So, Renee and Oscar, Desiree, Teddy, Mohammed, Are any of you ready to take a scholarship now, or would you like us to start this program by reading you what's in the scholarship? Now, if you don't respond to me, I'm going to assume that you are of the less intelligent version, that you think you can do this alone, and that you think that bad manners is going to help you out. I got news for you, kiddos. It won't help you one whit. So, Gary, we're going to wait about 30 seconds to 1 minute to see whether we have liftoff from Renee, Oscar, Drain, Teddy, Mohammed, etc. Folks, if I've called your name, let me know that you're amongst the living. If you don't respond, I'm going to assume that you're just here to waste everybody's time, and I am not going to allow that. By the way, you want to know what my primo New Year's resolution is? Absolute primo. If you waste my time, Meg, I'm going to run you over with my combine. That's my number one New Year's resolution. Certainly others along that same line will follow. I think the days when people were so demanding of, look at me, take care of me, even though I don't have a nickel, I don't want you to waste your time with me. I hope that those days are dwindling down to a precious few. We still don't have any message from Teddy. We have no message from Desrain, Oscar, and Renee. Okay, you know what, Gary? We're going to give them 1 minute, and we're going to tear it from this side of this page. Gentlemen, I urge you 1 minute who have not started in a bottle of rum. So I know with my feeling here, Gary, I don't want anybody here sitting here and not corresponding with us.
Just basically taking up a seat.
That's right.
That could be
right
used
now,
for somebody else.
Here are the people that are going to bite the dust in the next minute. We're in A, not cooperating. Can't hear us. Oscar, not responding. Cyril Tenosi, here a billion times. Good old Cyril, who never follows directions if we can possibly avoid it. Desiree, not a word back. Teddy. Gentlemen, in 45 seconds, it's going to be poof, the magic dragon, and you're out of here. And I am prepared to sit here in ostentatious glamour, awaiting that moment when we get rid of them. And again, I'm waiting for any people whose name I've called to say simply hello. Can you rise to the eminence of hello?
About this time, I would accept a Y on the screen. Anything to show that you are alive and interested in making money.
Or that you have the common courtesy, which is not so common anymore, it doesn't even exist anymore as far as I know. That you were saying how do you do and whatever else you were to say. 30 seconds now, and I'm going to be removing Renee, Oscar, Desiree, Teddy, and Mohammed. Now, do any of those names bother you? A couple of them, like Renee, are in the order form where they're not hearing. If it bothers you, I'll let them hang out for a bit longer. On the other hand, Oscar has got to go, Desiree has got to go, and Teddy has got to go. These are people that are for sure hearing us. And I'm going to let your liberalism work its magic. 15 seconds. 15 seconds, and here's Patty says hello. I have not done much. Well, Patty, there's a very simple response to that, and I will be giving it during our program today. Waiting for 15 seconds now. I'm going to let Gary do his magic with it. You know what I did? Just take a little old, stick and just hit him right in the ribs.
Yep. Desmond Gordon, remove yourself. Or I'm removing you, actually. You don't have it.
That takes effort.
And Mohammed is in the video, so we'll leave him there. And Rennie, well, God knows where she is.
We're going to leave it up there for a little bit of time. And by the way, people bring about their own base here. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to start off by reading today's Christmas story. am a Christmasologist. I like Christmas. This year I've been in the more Christmas spirit than usual, because usually it takes me up until about the 23rd at 11 o'clock at night. But this year, for some reason, I've been more in it. And a number of good things happened. My father didn't die this year, so that was a good thing. My sister and I only quarreled every other day. That was a good thing. I mean, there was definitely some good things. George Kosh was amazingly productive, which is almost redundant. He's so incredibly productive. Sandy Hunter ran the whole shebang with grace and poise and good humor. God, the woman, I don't know where she gets it. She probably must go to eBay and buy it for the court. She doesn't get it from me, that's for sure. The monitors, well, what can we say? Linda, Elsie, if you have any news on the person in question, to tell us. My hope, my New Year's resolution for the monitors is, please tell me you're going to go away. I don't need to know where. I don't need to know why. I need to know when. And I'd also like to know when you're coming back. No, I don't need to know that you're skipping out on your significant other or your cheaters. I don't want to know any of that. I just want to know where your hours be covered. You want to speak to that? Because people feel they have to say this thing. I never, ever ask for personal details. First of all, I don't have to. They get poured on me anyway. Comment?
No, I mean, it's just common courtesy that if you're going to be away, or if you're not interested in doing it or anything, but somebody know. That's and then we don't wonder exactly what has to be covered off.
This is where I'm coming from. In a group of there's always somebody having a meltdown. It's about their dog, it's about their children, it's about their ex-wife. There's always, I can kind of diagram this like a chart. Here's who's going to, it's you, I can look at, you're due for a break in 8 months and 3, I almost know precisely who's going to have a breakdown, what it's going to be about. I went public with my own situation with George Dangerfield when I was 22, it was a year 1969. My parents got divorced. All sorts of things were going on. Mr. Dangerfield said to me, "Why didn't you just tell me?" He said, "Did you think I was an ogre?" Well, I said to him, we Puritans don't tell people anything. We're very sensitive about, because we're the elect of God. Of course, everyone would all want to borrow money from us. So I went public to enable you monitors to feel free that you too can go public about the whatever meltdown you're having now. Is it you believe every monitor at some point some secretive underground collapse, and all they have to say is, "Look, I'm having a collapse. I'll be back in days." I would understand that. And now that I'm an old guy, I'm older now than George Dangerfield was when he told me that many years ago. "Why didn't you just tell me?" He said. I'm not an ogre. I would have understood. And as a result, I got the only B in college that I had got in any subject in my history class with George Dangerfield, who loved me and I loved him. And that was my punishment for not telling him. Was that painfully ironic or what?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's even if you get yelled at or whatever, I mean, it's just a matter of saying what's going on and get it over with. Eh?
Yes, move on. Don't move on in a way. And another thing, understand, we had a little bit of a mini meltdown one of our monitor here, because I was criticizing the way she delivered some of my language, meaning that she was slaughtering. Now, every monitor has slaughtered my language. Believe you me, it's a common event. But she took it personally. Believe me, I am not criticizing your reading because I like sitting here criticizing your reading. I'm sitting here saying, look, if you want to squeeze the utmost benefit from the words, you've got to deliver the words so the words will let you do that. Everyone criticized me. No one liked the way I read. Well, you know why? Because you read. It was a stinkeroo. Of course, nobody liked it. It was lousy. What am I supposed to say? Am I supposed to sit here and say, "Oh, it's okay"? I think we reached the point of, well, if you don't say it, you just burn the house down. It's okay. It's okay. It isn't okay. You just burn the house. I'm sure the people in your campground say, "Mr. Gary, I just knocked over this. It's okay. It's okay." It isn't okay. Comment?
No, that's so true. I mean, that's how we learn, though, eh? I mean, if you don't get criticized or I guess brought on the carpet for something that you're doing that's not proper, you're never going to learn a lesson.
Well, in this case particularly, I have to, because it was so funny. This particular reader, every few sentences, would stop and comment on the action in the article. Yep, that's right. Or, no, I don't think that's true. And I'm like, excuse me, this is not the critical, this is the read the article hour. There are reasons for doing things, and I got to say, I must be the most lenient CEO in the history of the world. I've never met a CEO who would put up with any of this, much less anyone at Harvard, where ET was the first and not the last option. You've got to just treat it like what it is. It's a piece of advice. You take it or you don't take it. And you know, luckily, when I had my consulting practice, people paid a great deal of money, and there was no guarantee that I was right. There was no guarantee that they'd listen to it. You just paid for it on the supposition that at some point or other it would come in helpful, which it most often did. So, does anyone want to add to this little thing? I'm going to now take the fickle finger fade and point it at IFOTA. Now, IFOTA, I've got a couple of comments for you. Are you ready? This is going to be good because IFOTA hasn't spoken to me in months. And I mean literally months. Now, let's do a little finding out why this is why she did this. IFOTA, you're being called upon the carpet by your malicious, mean, and totally corrupt CEO. He wants to know why you haven't spoken to him for many moons when you've been paying for this consulting service that you're not getting. Part of what you buy, the $99, is the ability to get hammered by me in a sensible way. Is this true, Gary?
It is true. I don't think Avoda wants to hear it because she bailed.
No, she left. She left. She bailed. Oh, my God. Lant's here. I try to avoid the bunker everywhere I go, and he shows up. Yes, I do. Now, explain this to me, folks. What is the advantage for running away from the best advice on the internet that there is? I mean, if George Cox and Cindy Henry were sitting here living in a shack in a paper box, you know, in the park, it'd be one thing. But you're dealing with three people who have ridden this dragon from the very inception. Kosh was there. He was like there at if it were the Immaculate Conception, he would have been right there in the room, waiting to take a look at what was transgressing. I mean, Kosh has been there from the absolute inception, and Sandy and I were just like a millisecond behind. So what is the point of not listening to people who have been in that position and who mean you well and who are taking their time? Believe me, Kosh, Sandy Hunter, and I could find good jobs in the computer. Even me, now you know I don't know how to turn on a computer, but even I could find a great job in the industry writing content. Yes, folks, content. Okay, here is IFOTA. IFOTA, we all know you and we all love you, but we think you're weird, and I want you to be real clear that I think you're really, really weird. What a weird duck. What is the purpose of not speaking to me for several months? Knowing that I am successful on the internet and you wish to be. Explain this to me, would you? Preferably in less than a few words, and preferably not in Creole, although I'm coming along with my studies. I want an answer. What is the purpose of ignoring your CEO who means you 24 hours a day and can help you, and hiding out under that table? This will be good. Oh, it's an old Haitian custom. See, let me say this because Mr. Joseph turned me on to this. He said, this was at the Oprah Winfrey event, and of course I took the Josephs, both of them, with me. I wanted Mercedes and Amy Joseph to see a Harvard commencement, which they don't have anything like this in Haiti. So we were sitting in the 7th row. We had great seats. And Oprah was just a little bit beyond the police barricade, which had never happened. I never saw a police barricade in Harvard Yard ever before. And I sent Mr. Joseph, who was dressed immaculately, up to the barrier, and the guards keep saying, "Go sit down, boy, go sit down." And he said, "But Dr. Lant is making me do this." I said, "Excuse me, it's not their commencement, it's our commencement, and you are to take a picture of Oprah." And he said, "In my country, in my country, they killed us for people things like this." It's true. Ifota, have you ever known anyone who was killed by the government of Haiti? Because every Haitian I ever met had many people killed by the government. I'm not white. Good. What is this? What does that mean? Now, I see what I deal with. She doesn't say, "I'm sorry, it'll never happen again." Now she's going to justify her ignorance. Ifota, you paid for a service which will help you, which you're not getting. Doesn't it bug you? And Latoya, I know you too. Listen, Latoya, you've been here before, haven't you? She's gone. No, she's still here. Yes, it. Ifota, I know this is going to sound strange to you, but I'd really like a complete sentence. I don't want to play, the New York Times crossword puzzle on my own screen, but I don't have a clue what you're trying to say. What are you trying to tell us? Now, Latonia, what are you trying to tell us? Latonia, haven't we talked before? This is Anything Goes, our daily program. We're the only people in the world who do this. And now you know why. Because you asked Ifota a direct question. I am not white. Excuse me, that's like, Gary, what does that do? Do you have any deep meaning there?
She may have. I'm going to take a guess here that she's saying that she can't write good.
Oh, that would be a lot better than the interpretation that I was giving it. Woo! So I didn't want to have more. Okay, that's acceptable to me. The other one was like, "Oh my God, a race war here on the screen. This is all we need." Okay, you haven't written. Well, it's okay. So do you think that not writing is going to improve your writing? Do you think that ignoring me is going to help you or hurt you? It must be. If you're a masochist, you think it's going to hurt you. If you're not a masochist, you think it's going to help you, which means you're crazy. So what do you think your lack of interchange is going to help you? I want an answer to this one. And Latonia, we want to welcome you to the Live Business Center. This is a program at Worldprofit.com at www.worldprofit.com, the longest running circus, live circus on the internet. And Latonia, we want you to click on the green box and watch the video. It takes 7 minutes, and then we're going to give you a scholarship. On. Anyway, so Mr. Joseph told me that if you talk that way to a policeman in Port-au-Prince, you get killed, which I truly believe. So he's sweating. He's literally, this is Harvard commencement day. It's all hugs and kisses and, "Oh, I haven't seen you since 1935. You married the guy, divorced," all that stuff. And in Haiti, they just kill you. It's a lot simpler, but a little messy. Ifota, I want an answer. Is it helping you or hindering you to avoid me as your CEO and your marketing consultant? Tell me, I want an answer. She's trying to get it. She's trying very hard to just escape, but it's not going to work. Tell the truth. Are you afraid that I'm going to say, "Did you do your promotions?" To say it, and you know what you're going to say. I'm willing to do it. Well, meaning to do it doesn't put anything. Gary, you have a piece of advice for her, because you can see she's just like paralyzed with inertia here.
No, it's so very true. If you don't promote, you don't eat. So,
but she doesnn't talk to me.
Depending,
I can't tell her anything because she doesn't talk to me. Now, if it were the other way, it would be like, the CEO doesn't speak. The CEO I pay my money, and that bastard doesn't speak to me. And here it's that bastard is speaking, and I don't want him around my house. He's making me nervous. I phoned him. Do I make you nervous? Just a little itchiest bit. Do I make you nervioso. See, I can't even get an answer on this. How would you okay, I'm going to deputize you as senior management consultant for the day. How would you solve this problem? Because it's a problem for her. Now, Dr. Lant, yes. So, you know, this to you, I thought it doesn't make you nervous. I thought you are funny looking. That make you nervous? Does that creep you out? Come on now. Get into the spirit of the thing. In your family in Haiti, did people tell weird jokes and things? Hey, this is where I was brought up in Illinois way of telling. Weird them out. So what do you think I should do with her, Gary?
Well, I mean, she's paying good money to get help, so
she
I would
told me day one that she had to go out on a limb to her lack of support for family to get the bucks together to make this happen. She made one of those O. Henry stories that we love so much out of it. She said, yes, we went out without bread for 3 weeks, and even we didn't have any carrots to come from the ground, and we ate milk from diseased cows. She went through the whole litany. It's like, okay, lady, I got the picture. She hasn't spoken to me since that day. Now, I told you, we're going to use you as a management example. We want to know what you're getting by paying a fee for which you are not deriving complete benefit. Now, give me a response here. Make it good too. Make it believable. In Haiti, we don't do it that way. I know, they just shoot you dead. By the way, I told Mr. and Mrs. Joseph that you had some relatives down in Haiti, and Mr. Joseph said that they knew somebody by that name. You guys are interconnected. So, Gary, what should we do with her? Because, again, we're not getting anybody. And we have to talk to Sandra, Stay-High, and Carmody, who's been here before, and Larry West. Sandra, Ken, and Larry, we have for each of you a $500 scholarship that is rapidly nearing the end of the term. If you want one, you have to say hello, Dr. Lant, or hello, Gary. Wave a flag, do some. Sandra, Ken, and Larry. If you don't speak to us now, you are not going to get the scholarship. Gary, you want to try that on them because now, what is this? And yet they've been here 8 times, one's been here 3 times, one's been here 4 times. That qualifies to me as experience. Yeah,
and they should, like Larry and Ken, Sandra, we can't help you if you won't communicate. And like Dr. Lance, the scholarships are running out.
Patty, you got a scholarship. You were a lucky devil. It was assigned to you at the time you purchased, so you're fine. Now, Larry West, you've been here 4 times, and Sandra, you've been here 3 times. Folks, what's it going to take to get you to join? We think we have the answer to that, and it's called a $2,005 scholarship. I'm going to ask Gary to read the first half. I'm then going to read the second half, and if you turn it down, you're going to spend 40 years in the desert like Moses, a scorpion as a friend. Gary, let's start him off here with this notification.
Okay, this is part 1.
This part is for Sandra, Ken, Larry, and all 171 people looking in the window. And I got news for you, folks. We do not have 171 scholarships to give away. We have a 2 fraction of that now. Carry on.
Okay, you say finished watching our silver membership presentation. Great. You already know the awesome offer we got if you order in the next 10 minutes. You'll get that $1,500 bonus offer made in the video. Plus, you can e-blast any website or offer to 90,000 of our subscribers every single month. You get over 500 landing pages and over 1,500 real classes. Also, our monitors will start closing the sales for you today without ever charging you anything. Finally, your commission earnings are from 20 to 100%. So this offer is made once and once only, but wait, there's still more. It's important that you place your order within 5 minutes, and we will place 50 members under you immediately. These leads are free members just like you. When they upgrade to our silver membership, you get these 50 people placed directly under you. Sign them up into your programs, or if they upgrade here, you'll get the commission. Click on the red Order Now button to get started placing your order now. No contract, no obligation. All services are backed by Worldprofit's ironclad guarantee of support and service.
I sit back and relax. Let Gary finish it up.
Bill Moore, if you upgrade to your silver membership now, you'll get over 500 landing pages, over 1,500 real traffic sources. Sales close at 24 hours a day, over 100 training lessons. 50 members place under you now. E-blast to 90,000 a month. Over 100,000 ad credits per month. 3 Facebook marketing courses on how to generate thousands of leads using Facebook marketing tactics. Remember, you can use these resources to generate leads and traffic for any business.
I suppose you want me to say something now, right?
Sure.
All right. First of all, Ken and Larry, what do you think about this? You guys, Ken, you've been here 8 times. Larry, you've been here 4 times. You obviously like what we do. We can't figure out for the life of us why you don't join. So in addition to everything that Gary has just said, I'm going to give you 100 customers off my personal list. I have the best list. I have one of the oldest lists on the internet, thanks to George Gosh. Goes back almost 22 years. That is amazing. I'm going to give you... Now, here's Ken's comment. Ken, would you give us a flippin' courtesy to listen? People that are sitting there trying to outsmart us or tell us, listen, we've been doing this for 22 friggin' years. We know what we're doing. Now, Ken, you're sorry for interrupting me, and go back and sit down in a chair and hang your head low. And put that dunce cap on. Mama, me, people, would you listen? I was going to get 100 customers off my own list. I was going to send 100 customers a message this afternoon saying Ken is their dealer. I was going to give Ken a free copy of my net profits, which is at Amazon.com. I was going to give him one. I was going to give him a free month of service. I was going to give him 2 months for the price of one. Go, Ken. Now, what should we do to him? Gary, that's the offer for the scholarship. I'm going to tolerate Larry's order first and Ken second. Well, Ken Carmody? Yeah, was. Like in Fuzzy Wuzzy was a weapon. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a, wasn't he? How that goes? I was going to do that, but you had the audacity, the stupidity to interrupt me in full light. Listen to interrupt Gary. We're trying to put money in your pocket. You're like, oh, money. I'm definitely not going to lose to you. I'm going to tell you that I don't have any money. I'm going to tell you if I have Gary, I don't have any money. Guess what? I don't have any money. My name is Ken. I have no money. We got it! We got it the first time, and it was a screw up for the first time. You want to speak to him? His name should be Ken Comedy.
Yeah, the opportunity that's placed in front of you, I mean, the scholarship package is worth over $2,500. With all of you get 100 people, list right off the get-go. It's kind of a no-brainer.
Let me tell you what my deal looks like. I photo hides under the table every time I come in, scared, shaking at her booties. I've got Hattie, who's so excited that she just like you have to give her some kind of pill to slow her down. You've got Ken, who just can't bear it, or wait till he's broke. Excuse me, can I go back to some mothership? Hey, listen, Scotty, beam me up. There's no intelligent life on this planet. Afona says, please, I need your help, but I am not. Oh, I know. Listen, darling, that's way too little and way too late. You got to do better than that, iPhoto. You insulted me. You know what that means? You understand the French accent, the French insult? You insulted me. Voila, yes, madame. Would you accept that for my photo? Would you accept, and let's see, Ken hasn't apologized yet. Ken, if you don't apologize, I'm not going to give you a scholarship. The only way you're going to get one is saying, I'm sorry, Dr. Lant. This is how Mr. Joseph talks to me. I'm sorry, doctor. I didn't mean to put bacon on your cheeseburger. I hate cheeseburgers, and I never eat bacon on a hamburger. What is so hard to do? It's been a week of dealing with the server problem. Okay, company, do you want this scholarship? You want it? Because I'm going to tell you how to get it. And don't go with the I have nobody. Hey, nobody has money. It's Christmas. Who the hell has money? We have credit cards. Haven't you heard of this? Where do you live? All right, what do you suppose we should do with him? You're the liberal. You're the closet liberal around these parts. What do you want to do with him? I want to put him in the hot tub and boil him like a lobster.
Okay, Ken, the offer was made for the scholarship package. You say you want it. How much of the $9 fee do you have right now?
And don't say you have nothing. That's such an insulting response. Oh my God, Ken, you are falling into it. Ken, why don't we sell you a couple of shovels? I'll even put red ribbons on them for you. Ken, you don't have nothing. If you go and look under your bed, you have 6 cents. You know what I'm saying? There's something in the glove compartment. Oh, Ken, now we got Hattie come back in. Jeff, let's get on with it. You should be on stage. I am. What do you mean I should be? What do you think I'm doing here, child? I don't even get actors' equity minimum payments. We are on stage. Mamma mia, Tonioni. Okay.
Larry, just let
me
know if you're. Larry, are you placing an order? Are you going to take advantage of the scholarship?
And Ken, yes. do you have a PayPal account? So here's the deal, folks. And I don't have Color and Scrod or whatever these different numbers you have. I don't have any of that crap. I'm just going to leave. I'm going to lock the door and I'm going to let you figure out how to get in. So here's the deal. Ken, what town do you live in? We're going to solve your problem right this minute. I want to know whether you're actually placing the order. And iPhoto, you got to do way better than that, sweetheart. You know, I may be old and decrepit, but I'm sex. Mr. Joseph calls me the senior sexy. So beware, folks. I may be old and decrepit, but I still got the old moxie. I kept it aside a good plenty of it when I was 20. Okay, you're from Philo, California, where it is now. It's now 11 o'clock in the morning, right? 11 o'clock in the morning. Okay, here's the deal. You've got until 6 p.m. Pacific time to sort it out and to come back here with $99.95. 6 Pacific. If you don't, no problem. You're just not getting the scholarship and you're doomed. You can go try to find someone else who's going to be polite enough to listen to your dribble. Got it? You got till 6. Now, if you agree, I might put your telephone number on the screen. Put your phone number on the screen. Gary will send it to your dealer. You have until 6 Pacific. Do you understand? Take it or leave it. Oh, I phoned and now you're trying. I forgive you. I miss you. Darling, excuse me. Did you not hear me? I'm I'm bait for Chiquitas. You want to see Chiquita's banana? Right here. You ought to go on the stage. What have I been doing here for 22 years? Humiliating myself. I don't even get an Academy Award. I don't even get a nomination. Even dogs get Academy Award nominations and I don't get them. What's wrong with this picture? Okay, Ken Carmody, do you understand? You must give us a phone number or we have no deal. And Robert Wesley Norman, I do not understand what your comments means. I don't know. What, I don't even want to go into what. Well, Ken, are you going to give us a phone number or what? No phone number? Easy peasy, no deal. Oh, you appreciate it? Well, you could spell mine for openers. That's always a sweet gesture. Okay, we've got Ken's giving us a phone number. We've got a deal. He's got until 6 specific. Ken, do it. We're not talking, you know, guys, if we were talking about a lot of money, it'd be one thing. Well, we're talking about peanuts, right? Mr. Smiley, is this the truth? Are we talking about peanuts here or what? It's embarrassing a little we're talking about. George, raise the rates by $1,000 right this minute.
Yeah. And the whole scheme of things, it is very minimal amount. I just posted some instructions there, or some information on the screen for you, Ken. This is one avenue you may want to pursue. Is pick up the phone PayPal. They have a program that you don't have to pay them back for a time if you've got an account with them. Take advantage of that. That would be one way to do it.
And stop sniveling people. Rich people don't snivel. Even when they kill people, they get lawyers who get them off. It's really ridiculous. Stop sniveling. Sniveling is a sure sign that you're worthless. Now, we have Miss Prudence Brooks joining us today. Prudence is an old Puritan name. You would guess the name Prudence. Prudence Brooks, this is Dr. Lant, the CEO. I'm here with Gary Smythe, one of our fine scholarship delivery and senior monitor. Prudence, you are here for the first time. We want you to help you out. You got to click on the green box and watch the video. 7 minutes long. And Jan Olaf is, well, let's put it this way. You know that the greatest countries for alcoholism are the Scandinavian countries. He's from one of them. I just will let that seep into the conversation. You want to know what they're doing up there? Jawohl! Skål! Oh, skål! That's what they're doing up there. A few pops. I'm going to a ClickBank webinar. I will apply to the webinar. When you go to the ClickBank webinar, you get all the ClickBank materials with us. You get every single thing to do with ClickBank is already here. What kind of seminar do you need to go to? Oh my God, here's how to... Let me tell you, I can still make some money go to my... Yes! Patty, just in case you haven't grasped onto this yet. Did you go to George Kosh's program? What do you do?
Live training.
Well, listen, your real name... I figured out that your real name is Panama Hattie. Is that true? I heard that you used to star in movies with Dorothy Lamar and the Andrews sisters. This is a story. It's not true? Oh, God, you can't believe anything you read in those damn supermarket tabloids anymore anyway. I heard that your name was Panama Hattie, and that you and the Andrews sisters were like this. Only the problem was that they were all dead. This is getting too weird for me. From Prudence Brooks, we're trying to talk to you. You are nuts? Hey, listen. I want to know about General McCall. World War II was surrendered by the Nazis at the end of March of 1945. What did General McAuliffe say back to the German command? Come on, Panama, let's get with it. When General McAuliffe, the Prussian Marines, was surrendered by the Nazis in March 1945, he said, "Nuts!" That's what he said. It was the end of the Nazi regime right there. It all collapsed. They couldn't take it. That some man would scream nuts at them and mean it. Okay, Prudence Brooks. We're still waiting for Prudence. I gotta make some funds before my next money. Well, you know what? Screaming ain't gonna do it. Did you go to George Kosh's program today? Did you do any promotion? It's time for me to turn submarine eye here on Panama Hattie. How many of the 7 days? How many days did you? Don't say many, some. Tell me the exact number. How many days of the last 7 did you promote? And did you attend George Kosh's program today? Those are the table for you. Moving on, Missy Smith, who's been here 6 times. Missy, we have a scholarship, $2,500 for you, but you need to say something to us. And folks, we now have 175 the window. I do not have scholarships left. There are not going to be 175 scholarships left. If you want one, get off your fat, you bubble still skin, and get it. If you think that I'm going to give you you think that silence is golden, it enables me the pleasurable experience of ignoring you. You know, if they're not complaining and they're not saying this, they're ignoring me. I'm ignoring them to beat the band, and I'm having a happy time. What do you want to say? Hattie's can't count her name. Her name appears on the screen more than yours does.
Exactly, yeah. You have to start with lesson and go over that lesson until you understand it completely.
Hattie, what makes you assume that you can just ignore the lessons and make money? How does that work in Hattie's land? To ignore lessons and your money. Explain this to me, because it's fascinating. It's like Alice in Wonderland. Exactly. So, why don't you follow the directions? Why don't you open up a whole new rate? Hattie who follows directions. Got it? Okay, we have Alan Linda coming in. And Prudence Brooks still hasn't said a word. Prudence, if you don't speak to us, you're not going to get much of it. That's worth $2,500. And we're beginning to come to the end of this. Bye for that. Now, I got up this morning at 1:24 to start writing, and here it is, 12 hours, 39 hours later. No rest for the wicked. I feel like I've been imprisoned here by the I hope that in my planet that Dr. Spock has a cabin nearby. I think it's spending a few with Dr. Spock would be fun. Well, that's what you need to know about that. We're going to speak to Dan Beaton, who never talks to me. Did you get your webcam in your headset? Prudence, are you going to speak? Alan, Linda, are you going to speak? Nick Carmody? Ken, you got to go out and hustle. Got to get that little booty in there. Get out there and get the money together, Ken. What do you want to say to these people? Is this? Can I come back to MGM for some new cast of thousands extras? Hey, Mr. Nick, give me some more extras. These are dead. Want to speak to them? Dan Beat needs to join the monitor program.
Okay, we'll see you before 6 o'clock Pacific time, Ken.
And make sure Carmody does not become comedy.
And Prudence would be...
Okay, Dan Beaton, did you get your webcam in your headset? We're coming to the end of this book. We're not going to get a chance to read the article on Virginia, and she's going to be really mad that she has to wait another day. But so maybe we'll get Gary to read it later on today. He's in a good mood. What do you want to say about what you saw here? First of all, you know, and I know that there's not another program in the world that talks to people like this, and that actually sits down and talks to them about where they are, or more particularly with in the well. What do you want to say about that? Isn't this pretty amazing that you can sit there in Nova Scotia and in Cambridge and we can rule the world? Ah, yes, ruling the world! I used to watch Flash Gordon movies on Sunday just after church, and it was always dicey because my parents were yappers. And if you went more than 10 minutes, we never got to see the beginning of any of those Flash Gordon flicks. But I was always on the side of Ming the Magnificent. I just want to go on record. I love Ming. If you haven't seen any Flash Gordon movies, you will not know what I'm talking about. He's mind of a guy. Cruel, merciless, wearing a high collar, a day-glow shirt with a great red jacket. And a crown, too. Big kind of attention.
I think that people have got what they have here them, because nowhere else on the internet are you going to get live interaction like this. the Anything Goes program is beside it. You can still ask questions, any time of the day or night. There's always somebody here. So it's.
I think I was drugged. My official excuse to the CIA when they get around to asking me is that I was drugged to this program. I was just minding my own, reading. I've seen books in the backyard one day, and also I found myself on this program, drugged. And I've never been able to escape because outdoors there are no windows. There's only this little thing to the outside world. Whoa! Get me out of here! That's kind of like, didn't want to get people carried. We pretty much filled out the quota. But we're still looking for more dumb people to come up here as monitors and be with us. Be my friend. Be my friend. One of them could be Hattie, if Hattie ever sits down to follow the directions. And we still don't know from Dan Beaton whether he bought a webcam and a headset because he didn't stick it. And we want to speak to, what is it? What is that? Maureen James, we want to speak to you. And Prudence, why aren't you talking to us? You don't get the scholarship if you don't talk to us. No scholarship, no yappy, no scholarship. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask you to go down and ask the divine Miss Patrice Porter to come up and shake that booty and, raise. Not that you're not charming and super, but you don't just shake the booty like she does. And I would urge you over Christmas vacation to get a few extra lessons in.
Okay.
That is our Gary Smythe out there in Nova Scotia, Canada. Now from the other end of Canada, we have Patrice Porter coming up.
And good day, Dr. Lant, and all our members and guests here. And, trying to get people motivated, and move them forward. We've got an excellent opportunity here, but they have to take that first step too. So it's all about taking action, moving forward. Let's get on with it, folks. And if anybody wants...
we're so advanced that they just... If we wink an eye or blink at them or cough, they write notes to themselves. They don't understand that if they follow the advice, they make money. They just want to look at us. I've never seen so many people looking at me.
Thinking it'll just wear off on you, you can...
It does. It wears off on me, that's for sure.
By osmosis. And if anybody wants to catch the replay of today's show, it'll be up on the YouTube channel Patrice Porter, or our new Worldprofit tube at www.worldprofittube.com. And if you want to check out an example of my home business I've set up with Worldprofit, that's at www.20waystoprofit.com. And I also have created a business helping people create abundance by gardening using the tools and resources from Worldprofit here. And that's at www.gardeningforfoodsecurity.com. And with that, I'll say my adieus till the next anything. I can't escape either.
See, I just wanted to make it clear. Patrice pretends, you guys, that she's one of the sane ones. In reality, she's selling corpses out of her garden because they need them at the medical schools. So I just want to make sure that everyone is implicated in this.
Okay, we got the echo again. I've got to sign off, and I'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. Bye for now.
And that is our beloved Patrice Porter from Saskatchewan. Nobody actually knows where it is. It's a kind of a mythical province. It's actually one of the planets in Star Wars. Well, what's your final word for today?
Well, my final word would be that it's too bad that a lot of people didn't see the advantages of the scholarship program, and but I kind of have come to the conclusion that you can't help everybody because some people just are not.
Oh my God, Epiphany! The boy is speaking the truth. You know when you learn that? you've taught classes, haven't you? In some kind of classes or other.
Yes.
Every educator comes to a moment in their career and saying, I just can't get through to Johnny. I can't get through. First, they feel guilty. They put lessons. They spend extra time. They bring extra cookies. They call the parents. And then one day they wake up and go, the kid is just a loser, and I can't get through to him. And that's what it is. Have a nice day. There is not an educator alive who has any experience who has not come to that reckoning in one or another. Is that reckoning?
Well, my teaching was all with adults, but of course,
excuse me,
different.
There's no difference. Excuse me, I did continuing education for college. That was called the evening college. They were all adults. You think just because they're adults it's different? It's worse because they know everything, especially if you're younger. My mother said that my big problem I would outgrow it. She said, well, first of all, when I was 25, I looked like I was 8. So here's this little 8-year-old comes. Okay, everyone, my name is Dr. Lant, and I'm 8 years old, and I'm going to tell you about how to lead your life just because you're 75 years old and don't adore me. There was all that. Every teacher reaches that moment when they say, I just can't break through this person. And we don't worry about it. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're coming up to our... Oh, we have a whole minute. Do you want to go on a singing tour or anything? You got a whole minute left to croak.
No, I would just assume probably let the 170 people that were probably listening in, but too scared to come into the room.
I can't imagine
a lot of them. To invite them into the room for the next movie.
Can I tell you a story about
Sure.
radio? I loved radio. I did a lot of radio when I was growing up. I had a nationally syndicated show on the Business Radio Network. I love radio. I love late night radio. I love call-in radio. I love it. One day I was on WGBH, which was our best call-in station. David Bradnoy. He was a great friend of mine. Before he croaked, and there was a woman who called up to this, a certain interview where they opened the phone. And that Dr. Lant, he's a fraud. He's a termite. He's hateful. He's abusive to women. He's a hateful bastard. And David turned to me and said, well, what is the meaning of this, Dr. Lant? He said, that's my ex-wife. Get her off the line right away because I'm a little late by alimony. Think you can come on the screen and torment me. And of course, the audience went ballistic. We had an in-studio audience because, of course, I don't have a wife, Dave Lucinda, or anything else. And this woman was like the wet hen. She was so angry. Lucinda, stop calling me. I'm never going to pay my alimony if you keep harassing me. And it was absolutely a person who can do that is to have their weight in gold. So, dear friends, I'm trying to go faster than I am. It's not possible. I want to thank Gary Smith up there in Nova Scotia, where, by the way, I'm wearing Nova Scotia clothes. This is the hunting Macmillan pattern, which I bought there in Nova Scotia, right at the place where they do the ferries back to Maine. And I want to thank Gary Smith. Yarmouth, thank you very much. Yarmouth, Nova Scotia, and I also want to thank Patrice Porter, and I want to thank people like FODA and everything. But folks, if you're not getting, we got to end with this. What I have to do, Dr. Lant, is monitor, but it's not easy. Oh, I know it's not easy. I talk to Cindy Hunter about the problem, and money do not have. I lost my job. I'm going to try to motivate. FODA, get over it. Let me just put this in perspective for you. We live on the far from the sun. It is a tiny little speck of probably eye mote. It was came out of some giant's eye when he woke up in the middle of the morning. We have the absolute certainty that we will die. We have the additional certainty that we will go to a black hole and that all evidence of our existence will be crushed. And you're worrying about this crap? Honey child, we have real problems here. We got to get off this rock before the rock gets off on us. You understand me? that's my point of view on that issue. Do you want to say? And now, do you want to say the last word today?
Yeah. I'm still chuckling over that. Yeah, like, get over it. That's what Max says all the time.
Max and I are having Max and I are a little estranged because he says that I haven't given him enough credit in the book. I keep telling him that his day is going to happen, but he says when he's enough. And then, because he loves the Christmas tree, we had my famous 1935 13-inch Christmas tree. It's costing me. It's like a pit for money. Last year it cost me $1,000 to have it rewired. This year the electrician just called it twice. I had to buy new bulbs for the day. Got it running for 4 hours a couple of days ago, and then I moved it in my bedroom socket, and the minute it hit that electricity, it just exploded. So now I have a wounded Christmas tree, which is a money pit, and Max is angry with me. Why do I get to be angry with because Max's Christmas tree is ruined? Max, get over it! And that's my last move for the day. I want to thank Gary again. I'm going to go down, and you'll never see me again because I'm running away to the circus.
Okay, have a good day.
Easy for you. It's not easy for me. That's the point. It's not easy for anyone. You try escaping from this third rock from the sun when the really good stuff starts, you're going to find it difficult.